The timeline of the special education process, part of the IDEA Accessibility Project, created by Advocates for Justice and Education and funded by the DC Developmental Disabilities Council. You are the parent of a child in first grade, and her name is Jada. Jada loves to read, play with her friends, and learn about science. At home, Jada plays soccer with her older brother and cousins. You notice that Jada sometimes starts an activity and then gets distracted by something else. For example, she will start cleaning her room and then find a toy and forget about the chore that she had started. Her brother and cousins sometimes get upset because Jada won't always wait her turn when they play soccer or listen to the rules. At school, the teachers have said that she also struggles with instructions or completing her assignments once she starts them. At the parent-teacher conference, you bring it up with Jada's teacher that you're concerned about how these behaviors may affect her education going forward. Jada's teacher agrees that it may be a good idea to look further into Jada's learning styles and potential further needs. You decide to write an email to the principal requesting that Jada be evaluated for special education and related services, and you CC her teacher and the special education coordinator on that email. You write in the email that you met with Jada's teacher and you are both concerned about her concentration and ability to follow directions. Her teacher specifically mentioned that this testing may be helpful since Jada is exhibiting behaviors related to attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or ADHD. Once you hit send on the email, the clock automatically starts as day 1, the day the written request is made. The school then has 30 days to send you the parental consent forms to sign. When you sign these, you are consenting to the school evaluating your child. Within those same 30 days, the school often holds a meeting to review existing data and decide whether or not to request parental consent and continue the special education evaluation process. From the day the parental consent is received, the school has 60 days to complete an initial evaluation of a child suspected of having a disability, schedule a multidisciplinary team meeting made up of your child's current teachers and potential future support specialists, send parents all documents, notes, and prior written notices at least 5 days before the meeting, and host the multidisciplinary team meeting to determine the child's eligibility for special education. You meet with the school to review Jada's data, and you sign the parental consent for Jada to be evaluated, all within 30 days of your written request for evaluation. Within 60 days of signing the consent, Jada receives her evaluations. And the multidisciplinary team convenes to discuss the results. Each evaluator must draft a written report describing the results of the tests and recommendations. Parents must get a copy of the evaluation reports no less than 5 business days before the multidisciplinary team meets to review the results. At this meeting, you'll review the evaluation reports and determine whether or not Jada is eligible for special education and related services. You, along with the multidisciplinary team, collectively decide, based on these results, that Jada is eligible for special education services and fits the diagnosis for ADHD. Within 30 days of determining that Jada is eligible for special education and related services, the multidisciplinary team becomes the IEP team, and you must meet and develop an IEP for Jada. As a reminder, parents are full and equal members of the multidisciplinary team and the IEP team. The Individualized Education Program, or IEP, outlines the objectives, measurable goals, and specialized instruction and services to meet Jada's unique needs. As always, schools are required to provide parents with copies of all documents to be discussed at an IEP meeting, no less than 5 business days before the meeting occurs. If an IEP meeting is scheduled fewer than 5 business days before it's supposed to happen, these documents must be provided to the parents at least 24 hours before the meeting. Now that the IEP has been created and agreed upon, it must immediately be implemented for Jada. Once a year, you will meet with the IEP team and review her services and placement. The purpose is to determine Jada's progress, modify or develop a new IEP, and revisit her disability classification and placement level. This is all to make sure that Jada's educational plan is working best for her goals and progress. You as the parent may request a review at any time during the year. You also have a right to observe Jada in her current or proposed special education setting, or to designate a person to observe on your behalf. Jada must be fully reevaluated every 3 years, unless you, as the parent and the public school agency, agree that a reevaluation is not necessary. The purpose of the Triennial review is to confirm Jada's disability, instruction, and related service needs. You may request reevaluations at any time during the 3-year period if there are concerns. However, a reevaluation may not occur more than once a year, unless you and the public school agency agree otherwise. At any point during the special education process, you are welcome to reach out to us at AJE for support. You can email us, call us, visit our website and fill out a help request form, and engage with this video series to learn more about your rights as a parent of a child with a disability. The DC Developmental Disabilities Council is supported by the Administration for Community Living, ACL, U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, HHS, as part of a financial assistance award totaling $527,570 with 100% funding by ACL HHS. Council efforts are those of the grantee and do not necessarily represent the official views of, nor an endorsement by ACL HHS or the U.S. government.